Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Welcome to Lady Khadija radiallahu anha. May God be pleased with her online college. We are doing year 1 of A-level maths. It's pure maths, and we are looking at the Edexcel UK and International A-level syllabus. Today's topic is indices, fractional indices in particular. So let's just look at the basic concept when we're looking at fractions. When we've got a base with a fraction as a power, then the basic concept is it's all about square roots, cube roots, that kind of thing. So if you remember, we learned square roots. Square root of 9 is 3, plus or minus 3. Square root of 16 is 4. Plus or minus 4. We can do cube roots as well. Cube root of 27 would be 3. We can go higher than that. We could say the fourth root of, let's go with 16 is equal to 2. So these square roots, cube roots, and fourth roots, hopefully you know what they mean. So this lesson is just about understanding that there's a different way to write the same question. So square roots can be written as, instead of the square root sign, you can have a power which is the fraction half. So 9 to the power half just means square root of 9. We can write 16 as 16 to the power half. So square root of 16 can be written as 16 to the power half. Cube roots can be written as a power of third. So 27 to the power of 1/3. Cube roots can be written as 1/4. So that's a quick recap on how square roots, cube roots, and any other kind of root can be rewritten as a fraction. But notice that all these fractions had 1 on the top. 1/2, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4. So what does it mean when we have a question like this? Let's say we have 9 to the power 3/2. So the bottom here, the bottom 2 means square root. So we know that the 9 is being square rooted. And the 3 at the top just means your normal power 3. So this question really is saying, what is the square root of 9? Because the 2 at the bottom is another way of writing, comes from the fraction half, and that's another way of writing the square root. And then if you just put that in brackets, then the 3 at the top is just your normal power 3. So if we do this, square root of 9 is 3. No need for the brackets now, so just 3 cubed, and that would be equal to 27. Let's try another one. So let's go with something like 8, and then 2 to the power 2/3. 8 to the power 2/3. So here we look at the 3 at the bottom, and that signifies cube root, that we need to do a cube root. Just like we said earlier, that a number to the power 1/3 really means cube root. And then at the top, the 2 is just your normal power 2. So doing it in those two steps with those things understood, we start with a cube root. So we can rewrite this question as saying this question is really asking me to do the cube root of 8, put that in brackets, and then apply whatever the answer is, apply a power of 2, just square it. Okay, let's work that out. Cube root of 8 is 2. So that question's really 2 squared. Drop the brackets, 2 squared is equal to 4. Okay, finally, the negative indices, negative powers. Let's just remind ourselves what these mean. So let's say we have 9 to the power of minus 2. The minus 2 is telling us that really this is a divide, not a times. So this is, start with the number 1. We don't have any other number to start with. And we are dividing by 9 to the power 2. So it's really that minus here is a divide in disguise. So it's dividing by 9 squared rather than timesing by 9 squared. So let's try another one. 16 to the power minus 3 is really saying we are starting with 1 dividing by 16 to the power 3. And let's try one with fractions. Let's go with 8 to the power minus 1/3. This question is really saying the minus is a divide, so it's starting with 1 divided by 8 to the power 1/3. We know that 8 to the power 1/3 is really a cube root, so it's cube root of 8, and the cube root of 8 is really 2, so 1/2. Okay, we'll try some harder questions in the next lesson. That was just a quick reminder of fractional indices. See you in the next lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Peace be with you and the mercy and blessings of God.